Last week here on Thunder, Cam Blank and Iron Warrior became the champion. Well, tonight, the last night of the June season, will he hang on to the flag? Find out next.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the MTA Arena. It's the final week of the June season, and we have got 16 of the baddest Diecast monster trucks ready to rip up the arena floor for all you great fans. Thank you guys so much for riding with us here today. We hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to leave a comment down below and tell us all of your thoughts, because tonight, Cam Blank and the Iron Warrior looks to hang on to that championship flag and take it on into the July season. However, 15 other trucks and drivers are starting to get in his way. Will he be able to hang on tonight? We're going to find out next how round one gets underway. And looking at how round one action is going to be breaking down, up first we're going to see the return of Inferno taking on Velociraptor. Then Snakebite goes one-on-one with Monster Mutt. Then the Raminator is going to be taking on 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭. And then Captain's Curse taking on Monster Energy. Looking at the other side of their bracket on the right-hand side of your screen, Nightmare is going to take on Overkill Evolution. Blue Thunder set to take on Little Tiger. Then Virginia Giant set to take on Avenger. And then last but not least, the Bulldozer gets first crack at the champion in the Iron Warrior. And that's how round one action is going to be breaking down. And up first, coming to the line, is going to be former five-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, the captain of the Backyard Beast race team, Jovan Woodrow in Velociraptor. He's set to go one-on-one with 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 in the Inferno Chevy Astro van. Now staged over here on the outside lane. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 has had a pretty consistent season. Didn't get that big-time win he was looking for. He's going to try to outrun Velociraptor here tonight in round one. Here's the green light now. We kick off the final week of the June season. They're side-by-side through no man's land. Over goes Inferno, and a nice save by Jovan Woodrow in Velociraptor down inside of the shutdown area, but Inferno goes end over end. As we go back up to the top of the track and check out your MTA replay off the line, Inferno got the whole shot, but here comes Velociraptor now on the inside lane. They're side by side. They try to settle it down in no man's land. Velociraptor gets kicked off to the left-hand side of the track, and over goes Inferno, getting a little bobbing up there, and he flips it end over end down inside of the shutdown area. And now our MTA track crew and officials are down there now. Jovan Woodrow got the win here tonight inside of round one, but the story is 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 in the Inferno machine as the MTA officials get him turned back over. There you see, it looks like he broke off the left front tire of that truck. Took a hard hit right there coming out of the last set of cars. Over he goes, and he's out for the season. Hopefully we'll see him back on Thursday Night Thunder or another MTA show next week for the July season. But up next at the line is Mean Gene Patterson, Mr. Colt Cobra out of Jefferson City, Missouri, in the Snakebite Ford, representing the Crush This race team, now ready to take on one of the candidates out of the Uncle Shaggy School of Driving. It's Spanky over there on the outside lane with the Monster Mutt ready to go. He's got a tall order taking on the Ford Supercharged BDS powered Snakebite on the inside lane. Who's going to round two? Here's the green light down the straightaway. They go side by side. They're pretty much even through no man's land, and it's going to be Snakebite. He'll pull out a win over Monster Mutt. What an incredible matchup. Spanky was right there with the veteran, but Gene Patterson pulls it at the end. He'll be advancing on into round two. And next up, speaking of the Crush This race team, it's the return of Nathan Smith in the Dodge Heavy Horsepower Raminator. He'll be taking on Josh Brown in the Quad Chaos machine. We saw him turn that truck over just a couple of weeks ago. He's still running the borrowed right front tire on that truck. A lot of damage was done in that hub. They've got a new tire on that truck ready to rock the house one more time to close out the June season. He's got to go through the Dodge now on the inside. Here's the green light. Down the straightaway they go. Quad Chaos got a hold shot, but here comes Raminator on the inside. And over goes Quad Chaos in the shutdown area. Both drivers got a little out of shape coming out of no man's land. Quad Chaos getting the worst of it over there on the outside lane. I do believe Raminator is your winner here tonight in round one. We're going to go back and take another look at the MTA replay right here. You see Quad Chaos got the whole shot, but here comes the heavy horsepower, the Dodge Raminator on the inside. Watch now, they settle it down here in no man's land. Both of them are out of shape, and it looks like Quad Chaos again getting the worst end of the stick, as over he goes, and the Raminator will move on into round two here tonight. But next up, the Iceman returns. He's looking for that 8th Thunder Championship here tonight. Monster Energy ready to go one-on-one with longtime MTA veteran Matthew Riley and the Captain's Curse, the beautiful 1941 Willys over here on the inside lane, ready to throw down and try to get a big-time win. But he's taking on one of the best of the Renegades Motorsports race team, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy on the outside lane. Who's going to round two? Green light drops down on the line. They go. They're side by side. A good race up and over no man's land. And Skipper left him out of there, putting the horsepower down. Monster Energy moving on over Captain's Curse here tonight on Thunder. What a matchup that was, but Monster Energy making easy work of it here tonight inside of round one. But next up to the line, it's Shane Action Jackson in the Nightmare GMC, former one-time Thunder champion. He got that win inside of this June season. He's now ready to take on another long-time MTA veteran, Roger Moore. After 5-6 years, he's still looking for that very first Thursday Night Thunder championship. He's got a new great piece of equipment underneath him, the all-new Overkill Evolution on the outside lane. Both drivers staged and ready to go. Ford and GMC gonna throw it down the straightaway. They go. Nightmare with a slight lead. Here comes Evo on the outside, and Roger Moore may have sewn him up right there. Coming out of no man's land, he put the Ford horsepower down. I think he got the win over the Nightmare GMC. We go back and take another look at your photo finish. Your winner, Roger Moore in the Overkill Evolution Ford, all the way from Hagerstown, Maryland. He'll be advancing on into round two. Next up at the line, it's the return of the crazy cat, Jason Wook, Little Tiger out of Big Lake, Minnesota, ready to throw down against Sawyer Ramsdale, the S-Kicker, your Monster Mania 6 Night 2 champion in the Ford Blue Thunder machine over there on the outside lane. He is driving for the Backyard Beast race team, ready to throw down against one of the best in the business, Jason Wook in the Little Tiger Ford. Here's the green light now down the straightaway. They go side by side. We got a good race. The Little Tiger's got to leave him. Blue Thunder came back on. Little Tiger lost it in no man's land, and Blue Thunder capitalizes, and he will get the round one victory over the crazy cat Jason Wook here tonight in Little Tiger. Not sure what happened to the Little Tiger machine when it got into no man's land. We're going to go back and take another look on our MTA replay. Down the straightaway, Little Tiger on the inside lane does have a lead on him by about a truck length. Watch now, he hits the first jump, gets a little cattywampus, and right there tries to plant the horsepower down. He knew something wasn't right, kind of feathered the throttle a little bit, spun it out going across the last set of cars, and Blue Thunder is your round one winner. And next up here tonight inside of round one, it's Jimmy Bones Ferguson in that sweet-looking S10 Avenger, ready to throw down one more time against Brian Blank out of Winchester, Virginia. And this matchup's going to be a Ford Chevrolet shootout through and through. The Virginia Giant, the Ford over there on the outside, the Chevrolet and Avenger on the inside. One of these bad Larrys is moving on in the round two competition here tonight in the week 4 of the June season on Thunder. Who's it going to be? Here's the green light down the straightaway. They're side by side. They go. Virginia Giant had a slight lead, but Avenger's right there with them. And Jimmy Ferguson will pull it out, and over goes Virginia Giant on the back end of the van stack in the shutdown area. What a matchup that was, extremely close. We're pretty sure Avenger got it as we look at the MTA photo finish. Your winner will be Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger by a tire length over Virginia Giant. What an incredible matchup that was here on Thunder. But now we get ready to close out round one action. Your defending champion here tonight, Cam Blank in the Iron Warrior Ford out of Hagerstown, Maryland, ready to take on Big Bad Giant 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐽 in the Bulldozer over here on the inside lane. That front engine design, no coilover on that truck, ready to rock the house. He's trying to dethrone the champion here tonight inside of round one. Iron Warrior ain't gonna let him get it easy. Here's the green light now to close out round one, and down the straightaway, Bulldozer with the lead, but here comes Iron Warrior. He'll get the win, and over goes Giant 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐽 in the shutdown area with the Bulldozer machine. What a ride. He was trying to chase him down, but Iron Warrior will hang on to the flag after round one competition. And ladies and gentlemen, that was an awesome round one. We hope you enjoyed it. The champion's still hanging on to that flag. Here's a look down inside of the MTA pits of some of the trucks that were eliminated earlier tonight here in round one. They're getting tired down, getting ready to get loaded up inside of the haulers. Their season is over. Hopefully we'll see these guys back at future MTA events, but right now we're going back up to the track for round two competition. Now, as we take a look at how round two action is going to be breaking down, up first we're going to see the return of Velociraptor get ready to go one-on-one with Snakebite. Then Raminator coming back to take on Monster Energy. That'll be the first half of round two. Then on the other side of the bracket, we're taking a look at Overkill Evolution, set to go one-on-one with Blue Thunder. Then to close out round two competition, Avenger comes back to take on the reigning champion in Iron Warrior. Now coming up to the line right now is the captain of the Backyard Beast race team, Javon Woodrow, Velociraptor, former 5-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He's now set to take on longtime MTA veteran Mean Gene Patterson out of Cobra Creek, Colorado, former 4-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He just lost that flag last week. He's trying to get it back. He's driving for the Crush This race team over there on the outside lane. Both drivers are staying as we get set to go green here tonight in round two. Down the straightaway they go. Velociraptor pulls a fight lead on the Snakebite, and Javon Woodrow will pull out the win over Gene Patterson here tonight. He'll put Snakebite on the trailer early after the first matchup inside of round two. But coming up next to the line is another Crush This driver Nathan Smith returning in the big heavy horsepower. Raminator coming to the line. He is now set to take on another long-time MTA veteran. It's Jeffrey Skipper in Monster Energy, the former 7-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now ready to rock the house over here on the inside lane. But we got to talk about Nathan Smith. He's been in this game a long time too, trying to walk away with a big-time win out here tonight. He's got to go through Monster Energy. Can the heavy horsepower Dodge do it? Stage at the line. Here's the green light down the straightaway. They go side by side. We got a good race. Energy's got ahead of him. The Raminator came back. Over goes Skipper inside of the shutdown area. The Raminator Dodge came from behind. He pulled out the win at the last minute, going across the finish line. Take a look at your MTA photo finish right here. You take another look at it, and he got him by about a tire length, maybe a little bumping and shoving, but rubbing's racing out here on Thursday Night Thunder. Monster Energy turning it over. He goes home on the trailer. But next up here tonight, Roger Moore, another longtime MTA veteran, looking for his very first Thunder championship. Now ready to take on the S-kicker, Sawyer Ramsdale in the Blue Thunder machine. Now over here on the outside lane, Sawyer driving for the Backyard Beast race team. Overkill Evolution on the inside. It's a brand new piece of equipment. Roger Moore trying to get a win out here tonight. 2 Ford Ovals going to duke it out in round 2. Green light drops down on the line. They go. Blue Thunder got a slight lead, but here comes Evo now on the inside. A shootout to the finish line. What an incredible matchup that was here tonight, as both drivers sent it for all it was worth. We got to go back and check out your MTA photo finish, and your winner in round 2 is going to be Sawyer Ramsdale by a tire over Overkill Evolution here tonight. But now as we get set and ready to close out round 2 competition, it's the return of Jimmy Bones Ferguson here tonight in that S10 Avenger out of Columbus, Michigan, ready now to take on the reigning and defending Thursday Night Thunder champion, Cam Blank, and the Iron Warrior Ford over here on the inside lane out of Hagerstown, Maryland. It's going to be a Ford Chevrolet shootout here tonight. Who's going to be moving on to the semifinals? Championship flag is on the line. Stays at the line now. Green light goes down the straightaway. Avenger's got a hold job, and here comes Iron Warrior on the inside. Won't be enough as Avenger will dethrone the champion here to close out round 2 competition. An incredible matchup, but Avenger got him from the start. Iron Warriors going home empty-handed here tonight, as Avenger will move on into our semifinal competition. And ladies and gentlemen, we just want to put out a reminder that tonight, immediately following Thursday Night Thunder, over on the Monster Truck Attitude Facebook page, we got registration for the July season of Thursday Night Thunder. Be sure to check us out at 8 o'clock and sign up for you and your family. And right now we're back with the action on Thursday Night Thunder. It's ready for semi-final time, and we're going to take a look at Javon Woodrow and Velociraptor set to go one-on-one with the Raminator Dodge, other side of the bracket. Sawyer Ramsdale, representing the Backyard Beast as well, will take on Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger to close out semi-final competition. And up at the line from the Crush This Race team, it's Nathan Smith and the Raminator Dodge ready to throw it down. But he has got his hands full as he's taking on the Backyard Beast captain, Javon Woodrow, and Velociraptor now staged over here on the inside lane. Nathan Smith and the Raminator looking strong here tonight. The truck's running pretty consistent. Javon Woodrow looking for the 6th Thursday Night Thunder championship. Can he do it here tonight over the Dodge? It's anybody's ball game. The green light goes down. Velociraptor with a slight lead. Raminator trying to come back on him. He crosses up in no man's land, and Javon Woodrow and Velociraptor will put the Raminator Dodge on the trailer, and Javon Woodrow is in the finals once again here tonight on Thunder. Who is he going to meet there? Will it be the return of Jimmy Bones Ferguson in the Avenger Chevrolet, or is it going to be his own teammate, Sawyer Ramsdale in the Blue Thunder machine, your Monster Mania 6 Night 2 champion from just a couple of months ago? He knows how to get the job done. He's created one heck of a resume out here for himself. He's ready to rock the house. Ford taking on Chevrolet. Here's the green light. Who's going to the finals down the straightaway? Jimmy's got a lead on him. Here comes Sawyer on the inside lane. He crosses up, and over goes Ferguson into the shutdown area. What a matchup that was, and it looked like Avenger will take the win here in our semifinal matchup. We take another look at it. Jimmy Ferguson and Avenger got the whole shot. Here comes Blue Thunder now down the straightaway on the inside lane. Hits the first jump, tries to settle it down in no man's land, gets a little crossed up towards the inside of the track, and it was all Avenger taking the win. He bobbles up on the van stack inside of the shutdown area. Now the question is our MTA track crew officials are down there after Avenger has made it to the finals. They're getting ready to roll him back over. Not sure if that truck's going to be at 100% to make it to the final round showdown. We're already talking to the crew chief. He says when he hit the van stack down there, it looked like it just toppled on over. So not a lot of damage, just a little bit of body work to do. They're going to have that truck back and ready for our final round showdown, so nothing they can't fix real quick and get that truck back to the starting line, and that means the finals are coming up next, and we're down to 2 to close out the June season. Jimmy Ferguson and that Chevy Avenger all the way out of Columbus, Michigan. Then you got the return of the Backyard Beast race team captain, Javon Woodrow, Velociraptor, who's out here looking for his 6th championship win on Thunder. But Jimmy Ferguson ain't no slouch. He knows how to get the job done and get a racing victory. There's his resume as we take a look at Javon Woodrow. He got those 5 Thunder championships just this year on Thursday Night Thunder. There you see the remains of Jimmy Ferguson's Avenger on the outside lane. We're not sure if he's all the way at 100%, but he's going to give it his all here tonight in the final round. Ladies and gentlemen, we close out the June season. Avenger, Velociraptor, it's showtime on Thunder down the straightaway. They go. Velociraptor with a lead over the no man's land. Avenger's coming back. Over goes Woodrow into the shutdown area. What an incredible final here tonight. Avenger and Velociraptor duked it out all the way down to the finish line. We got to go back and take another look at our MTA replay. We still don't know who got the win. Off the line, you see them go. They start off pretty even, but here comes Velociraptor on the inside, picking up some momentum. Hits the first jump. They try to settle it down in no man's land. Watch your outside land as Velociraptor gets crossed up, and Avenger will come by and take the win over Javon Woodrow and Velociraptor here tonight. What an awesome final. But ladies and gentlemen, at this time, give it up for your Thursday Night Thunder champion, Jimmy Bone Ferguson in Avenger. And ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible season we have had all June long. Thank you guys so much for riding with us on Thursday Night Thunder. We hope you enjoyed all the shows throughout the month, Smashdown, Revolution, and Thursday Night Thunder. We got registration coming up at 8 o'clock tonight on the Facebook page. Check it out and make sure to be there. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.